Well, it's been a long time since we've been doing this. So yeah, it's been ages. So Saturn Fury and Blue Diamond have now advanced past where I am, so I figure I better speed up a bit. So man, I don't even remember what those vehicles are. I think that's probably another sample return mission. AJ-10-135-1. All right, it's in there. That's not a landing leg, is it? That's a landing leg. Where's the Langley? There we are. That's super light. Okay. So the Diamond is going for space station, so we will go for a lunar landing. We will get Gemini capsules in 20 days. I can't afford to wait that long. I guess we'll go with Gemini, but we'll build our own lander. Mm. So the first thing we'll do is commit to it. That gives us a big chunk of change. Oh, crap, we have to plant a flag, don't we? That'll take a while to unlock. Crap. What is our build rate, anyway? Well, we don't have a choice. We're not going to beat him to space stations, so we'll have to do this. What else? What are the other contracts in there? Oh, Venus. Right, because we have the Venus mission coming up. Well, we'll have to just do this. All right. $288 days. Oh, good gracious. That's ridiculous. Oh, I know why. That is indeed the case. And that's, all right, that's bad news. Because there's absolutely no way that's going to work. Because all right, the complex just has to be unlocked by the time everything is, by the time we land on the moon, and not a second later. Um, hmm. 289 days. $288 I mean. All right, let's see what difference this makes. 30,000 reduces it 8 days. So we can't actually speed it up very much at all. All right, so if Blue Diamond is already going for the moon and already has the astronaut complex in process, then beat me no matter what, in addition to getting the space station. But them's the breaks. I can't afford to rush that much more. That's interesting. A lunar landing. Let's see what this thing is, because I don't remember it anymore. Oh, it's just a... It's just a simple lunar lander, it looks like. Yeah, I think that was just to grind cash. All right. So let's fly that. "41 days, and that unlocks in only 20 days. All right, so let's rush this a little bit. Okay. All right, and I have 2 pads. Oh, oops. Heh. Forgot. Yeah, I don't get anything because the diamond gets all the things. All right. So we'll let them complete it about the same time. Why not? Okay. So that'll unlock, and we will then build ourselves an orbit-capable Gemini. And then when the other thing unlocks, we will crude lunar orbit. That will give us a nice chunk of change, which we can unlock as soon as we get the... Yeah. All right. I'm liking where this is going. We have a shot. Okay, let's complete that. Complete that. Let's unlock some Gemini kit and start it building. Okay, bring that down again. All right, so Gemini. That's quite expensive. That's also pretty expensive. Whoops, shoot, that was the Mercury parachute. Well, that was a waste of money. Now, do we even need a docking port for this? I don't believe we do. Because we'll just Hello. We'll just rendezvous with the lander. We might even be able to launch it at once. I'm not sure. Well, that looks ugly. We'll do conic. Where's auto ship? Cylinder start. Oh, that's ugly as heck. There. Get rid of the kink. There. I guess we'll just go with that. Okay, and where's the note? Okay. Well, that's a funny looking Jiminy, but that's okay. Oops. What did we call the other one? Eagle. We'll call this Falcon. That has a node at the top, which means we can have an abort tower. Okay, what kind of life support supplies do we have in the capsule itself? 14 days of food, but not much of the others because that's expected to be done by a fuel cell. Okay, that's fine. All right, what kind of electrical requirements does this have? 20 tons of avionics, 2 kilowatts. Yikes. That's a whole heck of a lot of electronics. What do we have access to? Oh, we do have fuel cells. Okay. Good God, they're expensive though. Except it's broken. Oh, but it has the TAC generic converter correctly. All right. Yes, the patching is screwed. All right, so we need to take 4 fuel cells. How heavy is this thing? 50 kilograms? Yeah. That's fine. So, service module time. Wrong one. Right one. Okay. Service module. Enable crossfeed. Actually, no, we don't need to disable crossfeed. How wide is that? 2.5 meters. Okay. Okay, something's fishy here. Why is no delta V showing up? Oh, because that's why. Because these aren't configured right yet. That's why. Okay. So that's certainly more delta V than we could ever possibly require. Let's stretch this out a little bit. Because I'll put the fuel cells in it. This is getting expensiver and expensiver. That's about right. Okay. No, that's not going to work. I guess we'll just put them on the back. No tankage there. All right, so how much does it say per week for these things? 41 and 29. $246. I'm going to pack a little extra. You know what, let's double the LH2 because it's not very heavy. $174. And let's bring a little extra oxygen because I don't trust things. Okay. Oh, you can't start the converter here. That's annoying. Oh, but we have to leave tankage for the stuff. Oh, we actually have extra now. All right, oxygen is cheap in terms of mass, so we'll take a bunch of extra oxygen. And we'll take some electric charge. And can't think of what else we need. So that's almost enough delta V. Put a little bit more in. All right, 10 tons. Now we have to put 10 tons TLI somehow. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's going to be rather less than that. Yes. Okay, that makes more sense. That's easy to put TLI. We can do direct ascent LOR, assuming we unlock that other thing. Then we'll only have to do single launches. I like single launches. Okay, so wet, the RCS is almost balanced. Let's move it up a little bit more. Right. See if this will let me do this. Almost. Let's get rid of this cover. Put it there. There. Okay. $18 minutes, huh? I guess we need more of these. All right, so it'll be like a 6-minute capture, and then all right, that'll do. That will do. But let's put what do I need of these? 8 1791. All right, so 990 and 800. So we need a little more delta V. That's better. Yeah, so it'll be a 6 or 7 minute capture, and then a 5 minute. Yeah, 4 3-minute depart. Okay. Let us action group the fuel cells. Wait, now I'm confused. How many modules does it have? That's super buggy. Should only have 1 fuel cell. So why is it getting 2 options for it? Let me look at the config cache and see what's going on here. There we are. Let's look at the modules. Module resource converter can go away because it was not properly converted. Module TAC generic converter is called fuel cell. We just have to hope that we're correct. As to what our action group is. I think it's that. Because it's the second module listed in the file, so it should be that one. Oops. And then 2 is the antennas. Toggle. Well, actually, might as well just activate. All right. So we have to get to this to the moon somehow. We also need a launch abort system. Okay. There's the abort tower. So action groups. Abort. Decouple. Activate. Group 5. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Deploy. Deploy. All right. Oh, and decouple this for good measure. Okay. What delta V is that? That's sufficient delta V. So that's fine. So that goes down there, and that goes down there, and oh, this should be structural, shouldn't it? Yes, it should. Okay. There we are. Okay. Those go together. All right. Now we just have to put this TLI, which we can fairly easily do, I think. Where was... Where did I put it? Maybe it's Celine 9. Yeah, that looks right. Oops, 2 nodes. Oh, I guess this actually has to be rather higher. 3.05. Every little bit of mass helps. Okay. Let us hope that that is enough delta V for this to work. Tight, but it should be okay. And it's not even that expensive. Good. All right. I think I'm going to redesign this slightly. No more balloon. We'll cut the cost down a lot. 30 million. Oh, only by $1 million. Okay. That's not actually that expensive. To make it balloon. Let's shrink this slightly down to 30 seconds. Whoops. Let me see what the delta V was before. $14,450. Okay, and then let's take this up to 5 minutes. Yeah, that gives us another 100 meters per second. That's totally worth doing. All right. Let's see, 3355 is 4406 plus 4883 is 12644 minus 3250 is 94. Yes. So we're fine. All right. Oh, crap. I forgot the avionics. That's bad. That made it worse. Now we're back to pushing it land. I mean, I could be really daring and not do a free return, I guess. Because it's not like those engines are going to fail. And I have 8 of them, so even if one fails, we're fine. That was part of the problem. Ah! Not what I meant to do. Okay. Okay, we'll shrink this a little more. Oops. Okay. Just barely clear. Actually, there's no need for that to be a fairing side. There we go. All right, we scraped together slightly more delta V. Imperceptibly more delta V. Oh, but this is now wrong. Yes, it is. Let's fix it. And it goes here. That makes me happier. Should be okay. Assuming not too much of this crap boils off. All right, this will let us do a lunar orbital. The nice thing is this is only 300 tons, which means we should be able to do direct ascent LOR for only about 700-800 tons. So yeah, good to go. That does have LH motors. Okay. That has retros. Not putting any LH motors on the Calico. Minute 30-second. Oh, why did I not kill that? There. Hey. Okay. I think that's good. This is a lunar orbital mission using Gemini. It is indeed Dalmatian Calico. I've just changed it slightly so it burns 10 seconds less on the first stage and a minute longer on the second. And it's taking Gemini Lunar Orbital with my own service module. So yeah. Let's build it. How long does it take? 106 days, really? At 4.375 build points? That can't be right. Oh, that's right, because in the new RP-0 I decreased build times. Yeah. Okay. That's why it's so high. Yep. Yeah. Delta V wise, it works better. We do not have a lot of money left. Happily, we will get some money very soon, because we will roll out Selene 11. And fly it to the moon. Save in case of bugs. Okay. So this is the old KerbalHacks Dalmatian. Wait a minute. This is a sample return mission. It looks like. Is it? I can't tell. No, it's not. All right. Now I'm confused. Well, we don't have access to... Is this a sample return mission? I don't think so. I don't think I'd be doing it on with no hydrolocks. Let's look at the delta V's involved. That's almost to orbit. $14.06 plus $17.99 plus $14.01. Yeah, that's weird. I guess just this mission has a lot of extra delta V, because we're short for sample return, but we got way extra for on these interstages. Those are the Atlas textures from procedural fairings for everything. Peg go to 185. 10 seconds is fine. 0.65, 90. We'll need 3 stages, I think. All right, let's go. Oh, no, let's not go yet because we're going to the moon. That would have been bad. Nope. We want these 2 up. No, we don't want to go 1 degree ahead. We want to go 0 degrees ahead. All right, it's going to be just in the evening, I think. Oh, no, it's actually going to be in the morning. It's weird. Ash, you are correct. Don't remember this rocket. This was the first iteration of the Dalmatian before I unlocked Hydrolox. It has the Dalmatian booster. Then it has an LR-105 second stage, and then it has an Agena third stage. I had names for them. I forget what this was called. Bengal, I think. This has the same second stage as most of my early launch vehicles. There's going to be a pitch up at stage 7, that's for sure. Yeah, we're going low and hot, but it's going to be efficient. Very efficient. Seconds to cut off. Nah, it's just 2560 by 1600. It's a good resolution. 10 seconds. And cut off, ullage, ignition. Slight pitch up. There goes the booster. Well, I mean, technically this is part of the booster, too. That is definitely a weird issue, one I have not heard of. Okay, fairings up. it's going to have to do a small burn on the Bengal. So we'll switch where the RCS goes. Turn it on. Yeah, there's no parachute or anything of this side. That's from a vernier. See the, oops, LR101 series vernier. It produces a little bit of thrust, and I use it for roll control. You can also use it for the last like 10-20 meters per second of orbital velocity, so you can basically. So the reason why they were on the original Atlas and other missiles like that is both for attitude control, because with a single nozzle you have to have some way of providing roll control, and for velocity trim, because it was a missile first, so you had to. Oops. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we didn't actually have to use anything else. Oh, I remember this thing. It's vaguely broken. How much hydrogen are we talking about? Oh, we've got plenty of hydrogen. I think because what happened was this lander was set up to run on hydrazine, and I switched it to bipropellant, so now it has tons of delta V. I think that's what happened. Oh, I'm glad I decided to play with good-looking engines this playthrough. All right. How much electric charge do we have? All right, that's using quite a bit. Whoops. Let me look at the planet. Where the heck is our... There. That's about right. Oh, crap. Huh! We're going to have to go around again. Because I forgot that the stage was not... that it was not staged yet. Ugh. That's super weird. Why are we off bearing? That's about right. Okay, no ullage, so it's fine. How are we doing on electric charge? Wow, we've used a lot. So this stage will be useless to us because I cheaped out and did not use the Aegina avionics. Oh, for... I forgot to stage again. Well, we had comms. I forgot that we wouldn't have comms this time. Oh, jeez Louise. This is ridiculous. All right. Okay, let's try this again. Staged. All right. Now let's align. Okay. Jeepers creepers. I'm an idiot today. And we've used up a bunch of electric charge, which is a shame because I wanted to have enough electric charge to coast out and then be far enough out that we could perform another burn with this to change our inclination with respect to the moon. But, oh well. Okay. Sorry? Yeah, I might do that. But probably don't really want to bother. This is probably the last time we'll fly this anyway. I mean, the Calico is way more expensive, but yeah, it's more that I'm only going to bother launching heavy missions in the future. By which I mean the next mission will be lunar orbital. Sorry. So I'm sending some Venus probes at the Venus window, which are already built, but otherwise the only other missions will just be a lunar orbital mission and then a lunar landing mission. Okay, that's slightly subterranean. Good enough. All right, let us wait until we get in the sunlight, which should be just about to happen. Now let us orient to the sunlight. Oops, come on. Where is the sun? Should be somewhere up here. Yes. Okay. What? Come on. How can it possibly be blocked by the COM16? You got to be kidding me. That's quite ridiculous. I forgot about how the raycasting works. All right, let's see if we can futz it a little. Yes, that worked. Okay, 33 watts. So how long can we survive doing this? So we're using 90 watts. So 9 hours. So if we can get 5 hours out there, yeah. That's only 3 hours, so that's playing it safe. But that should, we have oodles of delta V, so we should be able to do something with this. Okay, so right now, that is a fine gasoline. Let me just quickly check this. All right, that's enough to land with. Hey, Blowfish, and yes, I'm racing again. Yeah, but it's weird that it hits the collider. Anyway, it's fine. That seems to not be helping much. Oh, well, that works. Yeah, sure. We'll do that, Burn. Now, where have we landed? Selene 6, Selene 7. Are those really the only two things we've landed on the moon? Oh, and there was that sample return. Oh, we can do it easier the other way. Because we have X Science. Moon landed. What have we not got? Major craters, Farside Basin, the poles, and the highlands. All right, so a polar. All right, and how much would this cost to circularize? Let's see. $788. Alright, that's fine. So I'll accept this. Hopefully this will go over major craters. I assume that's going to be major crater. Except, no, it'll have turned a bunch in 4 days, won't it? Will it? Or is this with respect to where it is after it's turned? I don't know. No, I think it's not. Well, we'll be able to get something. Polar gives us lots of options. So we'll do that. Why not? Yeah, let's do that burn. Okay. It's a line for the burn. And then we'll have to ditch the stage. But you want them to have a collider. Oh yeah, it's locked, isn't it? So much delta V that will go to waste. That is drained dry. That doesn't have anything in it. That has some electric charge. All right, let's look at that. Raise this up. All right. Cross your fingers that everything works. Okay. We'll separate slightly. And now let's go ahead and orient at the sun. Which is to our right. All right, pretty sure that'll be enough. Yeah. Okay, so now there's nothing else to do. Let's go to the moon. And we should have full batteries now. Yes, we do. All right. Let's go ahead and circularize at the next periapsis. And it's in 14 hours. So what is here will be here now. So let's get landing open and see where we might want to land. Pick target on map. What's under the plane of our orbit? clearly we want to land over here. Lowlands. Oh no, we're here. Lunar seas. Nothing good. So we may have to wait a couple orbits, it looks like. But that's okay. Oh, you can't get out of that mode. Okay. All right, let's see if there's anything interesting here. We've already landed on the lunar seas. All right, I guess we can just land on the far side basin. Because it's easy. Although I would rather prefer to do it in the light. I'd really rather do this in the light. Ooh, can I land on a pole? No. No, we're not at high enough inclination to land on the pole. All right, so we'll land on the far side basin, I guess. Oh, except that's perilously close to the Midlands. Is that really not major craters? No, it's lowlands. That's annoying. Ah, there's some major craters at least. And there's Farside Basin. What is it doing? Why did it just overburn by a lot? That's the weirdest thing ever. All right, I'm gonna, that seems weird. That seems super weird. Is there anything good we can land at here? lunar seas, lowlands, midlands, lunar seas. All right, fine. I guess we'll have to burn prograde a little bit. Waste some delta V. That involves me not paying attention. All right. That's really weird. I didn't think we were going to get that much orbital altitude out of it. $22.86. That's getting a bit tight. All right, that's good enough. And we should still just have enough to land. We'll probably have a little extra. All right. Well, that was like 100 meters per second wasted, at least. Pick target on map. Let's see, we're over here, which means major craters. All right, we'll land right there, which is kind of on the dark side, but there's literally nothing over here that is of any use. Lowlands. I mean, I guess we could just orbit for a couple days and see if anything good turns up. But what is over here? Nothing good. Lunar seas, lowlands, 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 midlands, lowlands, major craters. So we could land there. That's not too far away. I guess we should just orbit until then. Until that's under our orbit. Camera locked. Okay, that's enough out of you. Oh, except that we can only orbit at 10x, so it'll be quite some time. Yeah. All right, let's switch to something in high orbit. Save first. And we want that thing right there, which is just to the left of us by about that much. All right. Because of PQS. Because it has to generate the mesh every tick of what's under you. That's why once you reach scaled space, the limits don't mean much. Let me focus view on the moon. There we go. Okay. Where's the thing that's... All right, there's a satellite there. We're waiting for that to be under its orbit. Almost there. Actually, you know what? We can solve this problem. Where's major craters? There's major craters. Okay. Now let's go back to Selene 11. So again, it depends on the PQS altitudes. So you need to set the warp limit such that PQS terrain isn't being generated too much. So you need to look at where the PQS activation altitude is and where scaled space fades out entirely. And basically, you should not have much warp once PQS is activated. MechJeb did not remember where we wanted to land. Major craters. Where was this? Didn't we just... All right. Okay, we're focusing on the moon now. I think. No, we're not. Come on. Why won't it let me focus on the moon? Stupid. Sometimes it makes much more sense just to have a dialog option that you can say focus on instead of forcing you to double click in a way that doesn't work. Whatever. Lunar seas, lowlands, midlands, lowlands. Major craters. All right, let's look at you. Major craters. Okay, what is our altitude going to be? .something kilometers. All right. Oh, it won't tell me what the altitude is. That's annoying. That's 10. Whereas this is 5. All right, so we can decrease. So I think right here, we'll go ahead and do a burn that lowers that a little bit. No, PQS does not generate things from scratch every frame. That would be, I don't even want to think about the garbage implications of doing that. I mean, you're correct that beyond a certain level of warp, it would broadly have to regenerate everything. But the whole point is to limit warp to below that. Okay, 1.8 minutes to maneuver node, according to warp. I mean, it does have something to do with not crashing into it, because you could warp straight through a planet at high warp. Also, the warp altitudes have to be such that they will slow you down enough that you... Well, sorry, that's not true. They involve making sure you do crash into it if your course goes through a planet. Because if you're warping too fast, you may warp from one side of a planet to another without ever actually being under its terrain. You can get KSP to do that sometimes if you're at a really high warp and it doesn't slow you down enough from warp. Half a minute. All right, so I think we want something like a 5-kilometer periselene from this burn. Maybe 8. All right, let's do... This will not be the best descent orbit ever, but it's fine. Whoops. Too much. This thing has such high thrust-weight ratio. All right, let's circularize at an altitude of 10 kilometers. Where's the 10-kilometer point? It's at there. So this will be more like 15, so we'll be about 10 kilometers up. So I guess we do want to go forward a bit. I think I'm doing the right thing. Huh. It's not significantly changing where the 10-kilometer point is. Because we want the 10-kilometer point to be about here, I would say. All right, I think that's as close as I want to risk it. What is our altitude going to be here? It's in 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay. 22. Really? We're still going to be 22 up. All right, I guess we need to sharpen things up a bit. $9.30. 20. All right. The heck? Oh, that's why. Okay, 9 minutes. And that provides 14. All right, I think that probably is about as close as I want to push it. Well, it'll look ugly as crap, and you may have... yeah, I mean, you can do it if you want. You can indeed do it if you want. It'll look kind of weird, but you can do it if you want. So, 770. So I think we want to be about here, so we can land in that crater. We'll be in comms during the landing, which is nice. All right. Let's land. All right, we'll get a little low before it opens up over the crater. Yeah, we don't want to be too low. We're at 13 true. True. That ridge is quite low up there, but I think we'll be okay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 7, 9. And that must be the crater up there, I think. Hard to say. Oh yeah, we have to be in comms because we have to stage. Okay, that's updated to be on the path of the orbit. Only 6 kilometers up. Yeah, there's the crater ahead of us. Oh, huh. Yeah, when I pick landing, it updates the maneuver node. That's what the bug was. That is what the bug was. Okay. Goodbye. Hello. Huh? What the literal what? How do we not have RCS? Why do I not have control? Oh, because we were at 204 for some reason. But okay, whatever. All right, now we have control. Surface minus, fix roll. Yeah, now we have sufficient avionics, so it's fine. All right, let's pitch up because we need to kill off that descent. Really wish there was a bit more light here, guys. Okay, that will do. Okay. Landed with a view of the Earth. How nice. Now, major craters, telemetry analysis, gravity scan, temperature scan, Geiger counter, atmospheric pressure, and biological sample. Transmit all the things. All right, now to rechat. Convention Under King, I had not noticed that avionics doesn't seem to work on the new early controllable core. When I tried it, it did seem to work. What were you encountering that was not working? And I have no idea why it's wobbling. So we're going to warp. Got the contract. Didn't think the engine was longer than the legs. Yeah, see, there's the engine, there are the legs. So, I don't know. That confuses me. Ah, so module avionics wasn't being added to it. Okay. I'll check that. I guess maybe Pap forgot to add avionics to it or something. Okay, probe core octo 2, yeah. It's deprecated, but it was never... No, it was added. Oh no, that's the cube early. Cube medium, Boeing. RO early controllable core. It should be there. Is it named wrong maybe? Let's see. Well, it's there. Yeah, everything looks correct to me, Convention Under King. Let me just check. The config cache. Module command, module SAS, KerbNet access, fuel tanks, module avionics. Yeah, mass limit 0.2. Try doing pull. Because I don't know when this was fixed. But it's clearly... Yeah, it's identical to the old one. Okay, so we got a lot of science back. That's cool. Let's go to Space Center. We'll see if Sound and Fury beats me. I don't think Blue Diamond can unless he's already unlocked, unless he's already got the astronaut complex upgraded. In which case, there's literally nothing we can do for either of the firsts. All right, now we can finally take crewed lunar orbit. Oh, we already have it. Okay. Oh, that's bad. If we already have it. But it will at least give us 405. Could be super cheeky about this, but I don't think I want to be super cheeky. All right. So in 100 days, we could fly our orbital mission. All right, that's happening in quite some time. How long do I have for that? 2 years. Short-term habitation. I see why he did that rather than landing, because landing has a higher tech requirement than the space stations. Yeah, so we'll totally be able to do that in time. So let's go ahead and commit to that, although we obviously won't beat him, but it gives us a bunch of money in advance. This will give us enough of a payout we can afford to unlock some of the station stuff. So let's do that. Now we can sink a bunch into research. That didn't do as much as I would have hoped. But it does mean that we'll have time to do we need to sink even more in. Right. Yeah, so that gives us 50 days, which we can rush. All right. Okay. Oh, Convention Under King, did you hide the avionics window? Because then it will never show for anything until you restart KSP. All right, so we're going to sync just because, not that it will have changed anything. 30, a little under 30 days. And there we go. So thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.